Hello everyone, welcome back to Arcadia Fallen. You know, I've had a busy week, so honestly, I had to like refresh myself and go back to my last video and be like, okay, where did we leave off? But I remember now, okay? Caden had that artifact and we're trying to break in to steal it back from Goldner because Goldner just sucks. And we need an invisibility potion to do that, and we need ingredients. So we gotta go around and get that. And we also just need to generally do some alchemy. So we've got new stuff unlocked, which is the Ivy Woods with Mime and the market with Victoria. I'm thinking we're gonna start at the market. Hello, Victoria. You find Victoria near the town square, and she isn't alone. She's with an NPC.
Please help me.
That villager sounded a lot like Michael.
I beg you, ma'am, please help me, but now I'm gonna sound a lot like the generic NPC voice Morgan always does. You're a hunter, are you not? I recognize the sword you're carrying.
No.
I'm sorry, I cannot help you. What's going on here? It's not very nightly. I'm sure we can help. What's happening? What's going on here? Did something happen?
I can't believe this.
Something is always happening, but we are on a mission, remember? The man looks nervous as you approach, but stays put.
I need your help.
I think you are Michael. I mean, you're not Michael, but like, that's his voice actor. Listen, I know that voice all too well, okay? I am a certified simp for Yuri from Fire Emblem Three Houses. And now Michael.
Please, my daughter has been missing all morning. She was playing with the other kids in the meadow, but when the rest returned for lunch, she wasn't with them.
And what is it that makes you think this is a job for a demon hunter?
Well,
The other kids said that Marie had already gone home, but there was something off about them.
Off.
Like, there was something that they weren't telling me, as if something had scared them.
Why would they lie to you?
you see,
I brought Marie with me to this town to work in the mines years ago, but we're still considered outsiders. People out here can't understand why someone born and bred in Erodos would have to travel to the boonies to look for work. They don't get that someone like me without any name or fancy education is about as welcome on the posh streets of the capital as the majors are out here. I took us here to give Marie a better life, a simpler life. How did it go so wrong?
We need help. If I go, you'll follow, right? We can make time.
About that.
I will help you, Sir NPC. By the way, I really like your voice. Anyways, we can make time for this, Victoria. It's the right thing to do. Alethros? Alethros Mercy, I know that. She looks up at the man, who flinches at her intense stare.
Look.
We'll look for your daughter, but I won't make any promises. The man lets out a deep, relieved sigh.
thank you.
All I ask is that you try. Thank you. I'll continue to look around town for her. Please tell me if you discover anything.
Victoria sighs and rolls her shoulders.
Let's go.
Let's go then. We're on a daughter hunt. Oh,
Really?
this place looks like it's straight out of like Snow White or something. So do you think this missing child might have something to do with the demons?
About that.
I can't rule it out completely, but I have my doubts. It is quite common for a parent with a lost child to approach the demon hunters for some kind of magical explanation. Usually, the kid is found hours later safe and sound, too busy playing troll hunter to realize they lost track of time and missed dinner.
Got it.
I suppose that makes sense. Kids are often a lot tougher than parents give them credit for. Yeah, but okay, if you listen to literally any true crime video or documentary or anything, the police are always like, oh, that kid just probably ran away. They'll be back in a few hours. And then it turned out they were kidnapped. So don't be like those police in this instance, Victoria. Let's hope it's just that. Speaking from experience, it might be something else though.
Well...
Let's hope it's just a bad case of losing track of time. If we're lucky, maybe she'll join us in a round of troll hunter when we find her. Are you not too old for this?
I wonder...
Did you get lost playing in the woods as a kid as well, Victoria? I can't imagine it. I can't imagine you being anything but an annoyed person. I bet you were super cute, running around with a little toy sword chasing trolls.
Of all the...
I did not. I mean, I was working diligently from a young age to master the skills needed to join the demon hunters. That, of course, includes sword training, among other... That all sounds like playing to me.
I am not getting paid enough for this.
I am not getting paid enough for this. Oh, Victoria, lighten up a little. I'm not romancing you, though. I'm not gonna lighten you up that way. You're dedicated, Victoria the Troll Slayer. Did you always want to be a demon hunter? I'm gonna tease you. Just because I'd like to. I need you to lighten up. Even though this is probably gonna annoy you. Victoria, slayer of trolls and protector of the land of her backyard. I hate you both. I was a child with a dream of becoming a hunter. Nothing weird or unusual about that.
Really?
If you loved it so much, then why did you leave? Oh, no, I'm sorry, Victoria. I didn't mean... I said something bad just now, didn't I? Please forget it. Let's talk about something else.
About that.
It's fine, Mime. I think it's about time I gave you some kind of explanation. Give me the lore. I used to be a hunter in training. However, I never completed the final test to get officially initiated. That is why I possess the skills of a hunter, but am no longer a part of the guild. Instead, work as a knight for the Empire. You flunked the exam. What happened? It's hard imagining you failing anything.
I wonder.
What happened? You seem like someone who is always excelling in all that you do. It's hard to imagine you failing at anything. What happened isn't important. I think we're gonna find out at some point. Just know that the hunters were within their rights to throw me out, and I accepted their decision. After I left the hunters, I was struggling. I didn't know what to do, so I found myself drifting. That's when Alethea approached me. She took me in, mentoring me, and I became a knight working under her instead. That's how I ended up here. That was kind of her.
That sounds nice.
That was very kind of her, taking you in like that. Kind, huh? I'm not delusional. She saw the potential in having a knight with my skills working under her. I'm still grateful to her. She gave me another chance. I'm not going to waste it. And I'm not going to romance you.
I see.
She must be very precious to you after helping you out like that.
About that.
I'm grateful and I respect her. She's a good leader and commander, the kind I can only aspire to be one day. She shakes her head. In any case, let's just drop the subject. Now, come on. We've wasted enough time on this discussion already. You continue your trek through the woods, finding no sign of the lost child. Oh, wow. I thought this was... I was about to be like, it's a bunch of corn, because it's so tall. Then I looked again. That's not corn. Those are just flowers. The meadow is blooming with spring flowers. Leaves dance in the slight breeze to the hum of bumblebees. Your eyes look across the sea of colors, and finally you spot a mess of curly red hair.
Huh?
It's Marie.
Well done!
Oh, there she is. You were right, Victoria.
This place.
Careful. She's not alone.
Who are you?
Your dad sent us. You're scaring her. You okay?
Hi.
Hi there, Marie. I'm Morgan, and this is my friend Victoria. Your dad sent us to come find you. He's been looking all over for you. He's quite worried.
Well, but I can't go home just yet. My friend says I can't leave.
Is your friend a demon?
Huh?
Your friend? Your friend's a demon, isn't it? From behind the girl's hair, a small glowing creature steps out.
Whoa!
Oh no, it's a fairy. A fairy? What's it doing out here? Nothing good, that's for sure. Careful, Marie. Step away from that thing.
What are you doing? Don't hurt him, he's my friend.
What do you mean?
You say he's your friend?
Well, his name is Wispy and he's my best friend. He scared away the mean kids and played with me all day. But now he doesn't want me to leave. He said it's bad back in town.
Really?
That's a fairy? I thought those were supposed to be extinct.
About that.
Seeing them these days is incredibly rare. They tend to avoid humans at all costs. This one must have gotten lost or have been lured here by something.
Tell me about...
Mean kids? Are you talking about the other kids from town?
You see, Dad said I should try to get along with everyone, but no one wants to play with me. They call me a stupid city girl and pull my hair. One of the big boys said he wanted to cut my braids. I got really scared, but then Wispy showed up and scared them all off.
You know, I'm on Wispy's side. Wispy's a real one.
Of all the...
The fairy must have been curious about the kids playing and then taken a shine to this one. This is bad. Fairies are obsessive creatures. If we don't destroy it, it will never let this child go. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's nice.
You think so?
Are you sure? It seems like he just wants to help keep Marie safe from the bullies. If we talk to him, we can convince him that she'll be safer with her father?
No.
I don't really think the fairy is willing to believe a human.
Maybe, but...
But maybe I can convince him?
This is true. Mime is not a human.
That's...
So...
Anyone got any bright ideas on how to fix this?
This is the plan.
You can create some kind of distraction with your alchemy, then I'll deal with the fairy. I don't think I want you to deal with the fairy, Victoria. You're gonna kill it.
You will do no such thing, human.
You all jump when the voice, though not truly a voice, more like a feeling vibrating through your being, enters your mind.
You will leave now. This child is mine. I'm not letting her go.
Wispy? Stop it, you're scaring me.
Morgan? Wait, let me talk to him first. Maybe we can sort this out without anyone getting hurt. Oh, this will affect Mime's path going forward. Okay, trust Mime to handle this. It's too dangerous for Mime to handle this. Solve it yourself. I want to trust her. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay, Mime, we're counting on you.
Thank you.
Really? Okay, I'll do it.
Be careful.
Just be careful.
Hello.
Okay, Mr. Wispy, sir. Tell me, why won't you let this child return home to her father? Please?
He is my child now. I will be the light to protect her. She stays with me.
But don't you think she'll be safer with her family? Human children are not made to survive in the forest.
She's safer here. No, she's not. You know, I don't know if I am Team Wispy anymore. The human village has been tainted. We must all flee or be swallowed by the nightmares.
I see.
Is he talking about the demons?
I am human.
What? I don't think you are. I think you're a fairy.
Your kind has dug too deep and now you reap what you sow. But this child does not have to suffer the mistakes of her father.
I'm gonna save first. I'm gonna let her continue.
Hear me out.
It's true humans have done some really stupid things, really, but we are trying to fix it. Me and the humans together, we are working to put things right.
Who are you? You carry the mark of the forest on you, yet you help the humans? Why?
About that.
Because I believe they are trying really hard to fix things, and I want to help them succeed.
Eureka, human magic.
It just hit me what this voice is turning into. And again, some of you might not know what I'm talking about, but I say again because I've referenced this Let's Play. Was it in Arcadia Fallen or was it in Ace Attorney? Kind of recently. Either way, in my Dandelion Let's Play, HEIST, this is like the voice I was doing for him.
Being a child.
This is fine, this is HEIST Fairy now.
Being a child of the king was too zealous to bind herself to a human.
Huh?
The king? What are you talking about?
There's nothing left for me to say to a traitor.
The fairy suddenly flares red, its face drawn into a demonic snarl. Well, it turns out Mime can't fix it. Mime? I don't know, you said something about like your past there that you don't seem to even know what he's talking about. The fairy flies at Mime, but Victoria quickly steps in front of her. She doesn't have time to properly reach up and guard, so the fairy cuts into her hand and with claw-like fingers drawing blood. Son of a... She throws the creature off, and with a swift swing of her enchanted sword, cuts through it. It disappears in a cloud of sparkly smoke. There's a moment of silence, then Victoria sheathes her blade. Man. So, I guess we could not become friends with the fairy. Darn.
Tell me.
We had to kill it no matter what. I was hopeful. Mime, are you alright?
Everything's just too much.
Victoria, I'm so sorry. Oh no, your hand. This is my fault. If I hadn't insisted on talking to him, It was a fine idea.
Huh?
What?
Look.
We managed to get the fairy away from the child long enough for me to dispose of him safely. You did good, Mime.
Thank you.
Yay! Good job, Mime. Proud of you. Victoria!
I don't understand. Wispy, why did you... I want to go home.
Victoria sighs and scratches her neck.
So...
I'll take her to her dad. I'll need an explanation for this. Marie will too, once she calms down.
Time to go.
I'll see you at the shop later.
That
Bye-bye.
seems odd.
Victoria, she thanked me. Feels kind of good to be useful to someone like this. Anyway, we should probably be off as well, yes? No extra dialogue this time? Okay.
Curse you, Wispy. And faith in you.
About that.
So, a blue cornflower. Quinn mentioned that we should try our luck in the forest. Maybe we should just try and go together? The forest, huh? Is that really okay? What is it with you in the forest? The forest, huh? And you're sure we're only going because of the flowers? What? Of course we're going for the flowers. Why else would we... Okay, fine, you got me. You know how I told you Victoria found me in the wilted forest? Well, I don't remember how I got there at all. Ah, so you're my trusted companion that has amnesia. It's like a trope, you know? It's like a Sothis in Fire Emblem, or a Morgana or Teddy in Persona, you know, a companion that's right by our side the whole time but remembers nothing. I have this feeling that there's something important I'm forgetting, but I just can't quite pin it down, you know? But I have this really strong pull towards the forest. I can't quite explain. I just thought since we need to look for flowers anyway, then I might do a little digging myself, right? Just remember the minute. Of course.
Okay.
I support you trying to find your memories, Mime. Sure, that's a good idea. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. No problem, girl. You're my little buddy. The forest surrounding Anemone Valley is lush and vibrant in the early spring. The ground is covered in bright green foliage, and the anemone flowers the area is named after are just about ready to bloom. Elizabeth mentioned that this town holds a celebration when the flowers bloom out here. That sounds really lovely. Yeah, it is.
I love it.
I totally speak from experience. No clue what she's talking about. It's great! Everyone celebrates in the square with food and music. Then when the sun goes down, people go out into the forest to look at the flowers.
That seems odd.
Looking at flowers in the dark? That sounds a bit difficult. The flowers absorb some of that energy from the crystals in the mines below us. So when they bloom, they glow with magic energy. It's like stars, but on the ground.
Really?
Really? That sounds so romantic. I'd love to see that. Though it probably isn't that smart if the whole town is out celebrating. Mine lets out a pouty sigh.
I wonder.
What about you, Morgan? Will you go? Ooh, will you go with someone? If Michael accepts my romance. Mime's words strike a chord within you. Is there someone in your life you'd like to bring to such a festival?
Do you have romantic feelings for any one of your companions? Yes, I do.
Oh, are we gonna actually get to see this festival in this game, or is this just thinking about it? Because I'm gonna reference these games a lot in this. Okay, just be prepared because they're my favorite games. Like Persona and Fire Emblem is what I'm talking about. But it reminds me of in Fire Emblem when you could be like, who do I want to take to the Goddess Tower? What? I didn't read that line. Whatever. It was on screen long enough. What? You're smiling, Morgan. So there really is someone you like? What? No, I'm not smiling. Maybe. Don't be ridiculous. Maybe.
Actually,
Do I get to say who? There might be. I'm not telling though.
Darn.
Really? Oh, now I'm curious. That's no fair. But fine. Morgan, your secret's safe with me. Oh.
Man, I didn't get to specify. I mean, the game should know. I've only romanced one person.
Mine rushes forward and crouches down near a tree where a blue flower is growing in the shadows. Look here. Isn't that the one we were looking for? That's so lucky. You have to agree. This particular flower is incredibly rare, and the two of you have barely been searching for an hour. It almost seems too convenient. There's a rustle of leaves, and you whip around, spotting shadowy antlers slowly moving away from the clearing. A deer?
Are you okay?
You okay there, Morgan?
It's like that, God? Was it a god? Like the forest or something? That was on Michael's cards, which by the way, I didn't notice in the moment, but when I went back and edited, I did notice that at the start of the last video, you had a dream. And in that dream, all the things that were on Michael's cards that you had to guess were in that dream.
So I don't know what that means. Mime appears before you, arms full of flowers, but a slight concern in her eyes. You're looking a little pale all of a sudden. Something wrong? The tear is gone, and the unease in your stomach settles. You shake your head.
I'm not so
That was so
sure
weird.
about this.
I was sure I saw something moving just now.
You think so?
Something move. I mean, it is a forest, right? So there are probably animals here, yes. That's it. You probably just saw an animal. Nothing spooky at all. I didn't really find anything that could point me in the direction of my past. Honestly, this part of the forest doesn't trigger the same feeling of longing, the same way the dead forest does. Wonder why that is. Anyway, we should head back, before Victoria gets suspicious. Let's take these to Elizabeth. The two of you return to the town with your bounty.
Go team.
Oh, I can only go home. You have the potion you need. Are you ready to go to Goldner's Manor? I want to go to Elizabeth first. And do my alchemy.
Welcome back.
Hey there, Morgan. What can I help you with? Alchemy. I'd like to spend some time practicing alchemy. Okay, let's find a spot for you in the back. Okay, let me... Collection. Ah. It's just... Okay. I've got 1, 2... Okay, I just got 2 blank ones. Okay, so I need... sideways square... and... a weird number 4. Okay, we got a sideways square there. 4.
Careful when you add that.
Be careful when mixing volatile ingredients. The mixture will explode if a volatile ingredient comes into contact with another volatile or identical ingredient. Oh. Oh.
Does that have any effect on me?
Kinda, okay. It's a little concerning, but okay. Then we're gonna... Okay, we got the 2 number 4s, and now we need this.
And create.
Whoa!
I made a
look
water
at
bomb.
that.
Okay, I should only need the 1 more then, which is 2 swords and number 4. Okay, we got a sword. Got another sword. I need a number 4. Ah!
Let's try
Scared me.
that again.
What did I do wrong? Ooh, why was it? Why? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Oh. Okay, I'll have to see an editing if I can figure out why that happened. It scared me so bad. Is that what it was? It was 2... Was it 2 swords? No, it was 2 swords and a number 4. Not 2 4s and a number sword. A number sword? What? Okay, I need to get rid of... Oh, hold on. Clear this! I did this wrong! I'm a fool. I need a sword. Another sword. Number 4. Ah!
Careful.
I saw what I did wrong that time. Okay, we're gonna do that one first. I realized at the last second by mistake. Okay.
How did it go?
Wrong button. How many times am I gonna mess this up? It is just, no. I'm gonna have an explosion again, aren't I? No, I won't let it happen. Okay. So, I need, there. Now,
Whoa,
I made a
look
glue
at
bomb.
that.
That was way harder than it needed to be. Okay. I got them all. Woohoo! Okay. And break time. Yeah, that was a lot of potions.
Well done.
And a lot of explosions, you idiot.
Sorry.
Well done, Morgan, aside from those explosions. I'm impressed. You have improved your alchemy skills tremendously already. I have a stellar teacher.
It's not enough. Thanks.
Happy to help.
Thank you. You grin bashfully.
About that.
With this level of progress, you'll be able to make that potion of invisibility easy peasy. Though I'm still a bit confused as to how you came up with such a potion, Elizabeth. Turning invisible seems closer to my kind of magic than alchemy.
I see.
I didn't develop this recipe without a bit of help. A spirit mage I knew at the time introduced me to the subtle illusion magic spirits use to stay hidden. With his help, I was able to mimic the spell with alchemy. On a much more limited scale, of course.
Huh?
What do you mean by limited scale?
So that's how it is.
Spirit like mine can stay invisible for hours on end without much strain. This potion is highly fragile. It has to be used almost as soon as it is done brewing, and the effect only lasts for about an hour. You have to plan ahead if you want to use it effectively.
Really?
A spirit mage? I don't think I've heard about them before. They're a branch of the nature mages, exceedingly rare. They have a natural talent for communing with spirits. They are seen as quite dangerous by the Empire, and are therefore kept tightly monitored in the capital.
Oh,
I see.
thank you.
Thank you for all this, Elizabeth. I'm sure the potion of invisibility is going to be a great help for us in getting inside Goldner's mansion.
I wonder.
Don't underestimate that man, Morgan. The potion might help you, but I doubt getting in will be the only challenge you'll face in there. Goldner might be a fool, but he is a paranoid one, which makes him very dangerous. I just don't understand that guy. What does he get out of all this? So much hate. I've been living in this town long enough to know Nicholas Goldner back when his family name was still Boulder.
From Boulder to Goldner.
He has always had the need to appear bigger than he is. His father was the same, though that doesn't really excuse it. When he suddenly became the richest man in town overnight, that seemed to trigger something inside him. He went from being simply unpleasant to being vengeful and paranoid, and also a bitch. In the end, I think beneath his wealth, Goldner is just a very small and lonely man.
Oh,
I see.
He also looks like a Scooby-Doo villain. Like, for real. That is for sure someone they pull a mask off of and we're like,
It was Goldner. He was doing it to steal money.
he's still an asshole.
How pitiful.
we have to help.
We have to do what we can to retrieve the sword he stole from Caden. No matter what Goldner's motivations are, there's something bigger at stake here.
Yes.
I agree. I have no sympathy for the man, but context is always valuable.
Villains are not born. They are made. That does not mean you should pity the villain. It means you should be concerned about how the next one is made.
But what if the villain is hot? Like, consider that. A lot of my favorite characters could be considered villains. And they're hot and sympathetic. What is a girl supposed to do about that? But that's enough of me talking for now, I believe. Go on, I'm sure you have other things to attend to. Do I have any questions for you?
I see.
No, never mind, I don't. Okay, I think I'm ready to brew the potion.
I did it.
I have all the ingredients for the potion of invisibility.
Well done.
Thank you. We can make the potion now, but remember, it has to be used right after it's made. Are you sure you and the others are ready? Any other preparations you need to complete?
No, I'm good.
I'll do it.
I'm ready. Let's do
I
this.
see.
Very well. Let's brew this potion then.
Let's do it. Okay, what have we got here? We got a 4. Does that come from you? And I don't even know what to call those. A fence post? Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. Okay. No, what am I doing? Sometimes I get confused. Okay.
Do I have to put another one in?
No? Okay. Okay, I need to think about this. Okay, then we're gonna go to the middle. And then you go over here. And then put you there. Put you there. I'm so smart! Yeah!
Whoa, look at that.
Used my head, and I did it.
You brew the potion and pack it into your satchel. Good luck, Morgan. Please be safe.
Okay, see you later.
What up, squad? Your group is standing in the shadows, watching the Goldner estate. A guard is stationed out front, with even more, no doubt, waiting for you inside.
Didn't think I'd ever return to this place. Can't say I'm looking forward to it.
Can't say I blame ya.
If you're getting cold feet, now's the time to say so.
Of course not. It's my fault we're here. It's only right that I help fix things.
Everyone knows the plan?
Don't get caught.
We use the potion of invisibility to sneak in. We locate the office. I take care of the magical safe. We take the artifact, and we leave before we're all discovered.
Okay, good plan.
Thank you, Anne. Are you ready, alchemist?
Bottoms up, here goes nothing. Let's do this.
Can I really do it?
Right, here goes nothing. You drink the potion and watch in amazement as the group before you slowly fades away and disappears, leaving a ghostly outline.
How does this...
I already forget what the heck kind of voice I did for Caden. Because I was struggling for what to do with it. Well, this is unnerving, to say the least.
Look,
Careful not to make any sounds as we move.
let's go, everyone.
You all sneak past the guard, holding your breath, and quietly enter the estate. Nice, ugly self-portrait, Goldner. I'm trying to look at okay, no, that's just the design around the screen. I thought he had two swords, like, sticking into that door upstairs. No, that's just, like, the border. As soon as you made it through the entrance, your eyes are assaulted by glaring splashes of gold, red, and purple. The entrance hall is lavishly decorated with fine furniture and extravagant art pieces, like its very purpose is not to greet guests, but to be a showroom for displaying the owner's wealth.
Wow. This place is... wow.
Yeah.
This Goldner's tastes are rather gaudy, no?
You think? The colors kind of remind me of your coat.
Ouch.
Ouch. He's kind of right, though. Burn. Moving on.
We've got to go.
Let's save that discussion for later. We have places to be. You're right.
We don't have much time. Caden, take us to the office.
Right this way.
Caden leads you through the gaudy hallways, over expensive carpets, and past precious paintings. You pass more guards patrolling the hallways, but your cloak of invisibility keeps you safe and out of sight. You make it to a finely carved oak door, and behind it, you find a dark office. He's got another painting where he's like, yeah, I'm so cool, look at me. Caden hesitates before entering, his bright eyes looking around the empty space. You good?
Are you okay?
You okay, Caden?
I'm fine. It's odd being back in this space. It all looks the same, except...
It's a new painting. I just had that done. He walks over to a huge painting, taking up almost all of the back wall. Goldner's smug face grins down from the most hideous portrait you've ever seen.
That painting wasn't there before. I think I would have remembered that.
How terrible it is. Can never forget
It seems
something.
almost too obvious. But the more I learn about the man, the less it surprises me.
It's true. It's the first thing I noticed when we walked in here. I immediately commented on it.
Let's move the painting and see what he's hiding.
Victoria and Caden step up on either side of the painting and lift, easily moving it aside. And you are not at all surprised to find a safe hidden behind.
Anne, is it...
I see the alchemy thing on there.
Oh, it's magic, all right. A key combination. This is troublesome. He actually went and bought something that's fairly high quality. It's not going to be easy to open.
You can't tinker it free somehow?
Not without setting off the alarm.
We could just take the entire safe. You know?
Or just like a floating safe walking out of the building.
We're supposed to leave no traces, remember?
Then, we've got to find the code for this lock.
Good grief.
What to do now? Okay, investigate the desk, bookshelves, and the painting. Let's just start with the desk. You walk over to the desk. It's a large oak piece, well kept or unused. There are a few stacks of papers and letters piled in the center. No pictures or personal items have been set out for decoration, but you do notice a golden peacock figurine carrying a fist-sized crystal orb. You rummage through the papers and letters strewn around, pausing when your hand touches a letter that's sealed with the same emblem as the one on Anne's uniform. Let's check out those letters.
Dear Miss Goldner, thank you for your purchase of the Magic Beads Lock. Remember, it is important to memorize the code to ensure optimal security. Do not write the code down anywhere people might see, as this would be easy for intruders to find. Kind regards, the Locksmith Guild. Oh, well, that does us no good. That's all you find on the desk. There's a faint white mist swirling calmly within the orb, and you don't need to be a mage to figure out that it's of magical origin. It actually looks very much like Victoria's Orb of Communication, but how did Goldner acquire one of those? Okay, bookshelf. The bookshelves lining the walls are stacked with heavy books with beautifully engraved spines. Upon closer inspection, though, you discover that they are all completely untouched, more for decoration than actual use.
Why would you?
Why bother investigating all these books if he was never going to use them?
What to do now? Oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, painting. You take a closer look at the painting that was hiding the safe. Something is carved into the frame. A weird pattern that looks kind of similar to the lock.
I wonder.
I think this might be a clue.
Let me take a look.
Let me see that. Anne takes the note from your hand. Well,
Fascinating.
it's a cipher. It looks like it fits the lock, but there's only the first half. I wonder if he put the second part down somewhere else. Okay.
About that.
There's a painting similar to the one down in the main foyer. Maybe he wrote it on that one?
Huh?
Wait, there's no way he would be that stupid, would he? There's only one way to find out.
The other very obvious painting I commented on immediately when walking in.
I did not expect those stupid paintings to be so important. We don't have a lot of time left, so we should split up to cover more ground. I'll go and investigate the painting. Caden? I'll come with you. You shouldn't be going alone. I'll see if you can keep up. I'll stay here with the safe. Perhaps there's something to be learned from it. Then I'll stay by your side and make sure you don't get surprised by a patrolling guard. As long as you let me work in peace. Morgan? Who will you follow? I'm gonna say, hold on. I'm inclined to stay here because Michael's my favorite. And of the girls, I like both Anne and Victoria, but I like Anne more. So, I'm staying here.
I'll do it.
I'll stay here and see if I can find any more clues. Me too. You don't need us slowing you guys down.
Time to go.
Okay, then let's go. Victoria and Caden slip out the door, leaving the rest of you in silence. Anne immediately goes back to tinkering with the safe, and Michael wanders off to browse the bookshelves.
So, Anne, is it common for tinker mages to produce magical safes for characters like this? Goldner?
If he's a paying customer, I don't see why they would refuse him. If they can make a fortune on a hypocrite, then I say go for it. It's not the life I want for myself, but I'm not one to judge.
I see.
Isith, grant me patience. What is it now?
Nothing. I'm just pleasantly surprised to find something you and I agree on.
Oh? Well, that's weird.
I agree.
You feel a sensation akin to running water washing over you. When you look down, you see your hands returning to their normal visible state. Oh no.
Oh, great. We're out of time.
Okay. Who will you go to? I look at the safe, Anne. Maybe we should look around the office. I'm looking with Michael, of course.
So...
maybe we should try and look around some more now that we're here. Snooping through the old goat's things. I approve. You go ahead and do that. I'll be here. You search the office thoroughly, but don't immediately find anything of interest. You end up back at the bookcase, reading through titles without actually touching anything, afraid to disturb the dust. I think I've heard it mentioned that this Goldner fellow is more of a new money type. But this place is older than him by the look of things.
Who lived here before him, I wonder?
I wonder.
A good question. Elizabeth might know, since she's lived here longer, but I've only known the place to be Goldner's.
How curious.
So you are not native to this valley after all? That leaves both of us guessing the secrets this place might hold. Your eyes pause at the row of books, and you tilt your head curiously. Something seems to be etched into the wood.
I wonder.
What could this be? You reach out and push the books aside to get a better look. The symbol is unfamiliar to you.
Let's see.
Discover anything interesting? Michael appears behind you to curiously look over your shoulder. He's awfully close, his breath making your ear tingle. You're close. Personal space? Recognize this? I feel like I should just, play it off. Does this symbol mean anything to you? I dare say it does. What a fascinating discovery. He reaches out to touch the symbol, and it instantly flares to life.
What the?
The bookcase disappears, and you're both sucked forward, tumbling into the darkness. Oh god. Ah! I'll have to be alone, at least it's with you. This place is interesting. You brace for impact, but then arms wrap around you, and you crash onto a warm chest. I'm glad I picked to go with Michael. It actually turned out to be a long thing with the character you pick. When you open your eyes and are face to face with a grimacing Michael. Ouch. My hero. Are you okay? This? Well, aren't you a dashing hero, saving me from the fall? Michael smiles with a pained wince. Always at your service, my dear. I think this dashing hero might have broken something on the way down, so, if you please. You get off him and help him back on his feet. You stumbled into a long stone hallway. Intricate designs decorate the walls that you can see, which isn't a lot, honestly. The place is pitch black. This is a weird place to have in your manor, Goldner. The office and the bookcase that took you here are gone, leaving only a flat stone wall behind you and the darkness ahead. By the way, I can barely hear the music right now, so you probably can't.
What?
Just what even is this place? And what is it doing in Goldner's mansion?
How curious.
All fine questions. Let's see if we can answer a few of them. It seems the tunnel may lead down below the mansion. Wait, did he say that? Or did I? Whatever. I can imagine quite a few interesting secrets await us down there. He walks forward, throwing out his hand to cast a spell, and purple fire lights up like lanterns, illuminating the space. He looks around for several moments, completely engrossed by the intricate designs and symbols carved into the stone. This might really be it.
Huh?
What are you talking about, Michael? Nothing. Nothing you need to worry about for now, at least. Patience. We shouldn't proceed without our merry band of adventurers, right? Let's see. He reluctantly turns away from the hallway and back to the stone wall you fell through.
We obviously fell through some kind of illusion into this place. If there's a way to get through on that side, there must be a way to return from this side too.
Huh?
There's a symbol, just like the one on the bookcases. You reach out to it, but nothing happens.
Let's see.
Let me get that for you, dear. Michael touches the symbol, and with a flash, the door opens. Again, and you're pulled through. Whoop, and we're back. Did you miss us, Anne? Did you even notice we were gone? This time a bit better prepared, and you both land on your feet on the other side. Michael throws out his hands for dramatic effect.
Everyone, you are not going to believe what we just found. What's going on here?
The sight that greets you is not what you were expecting. Caden and Victoria are back, both looking panicked and out of breath like they ran back here. Anne is partially hiding under the desk, and Mime is off in the corner pretending to be a plant. Okay. Somewhere down the hall, you can hear shouting.
I don't even... I'm not gonna ask. Let's just get this safe open and get out of here before things become... difficult.
It is kind of interesting, though, like, probably would have gotten to see how everyone ended up here in a different way, like whoever you went with.
So,
You've got the code.
How curious.
Here. He really did just put it down on the other painting. Such an odd man. His arrogance is out to our advantage. Morgan, if you please. Okay. Okay, decipher the code and match the wheels to open the safe. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. This is gonna involve thinking. I mean, it's simple enough. I just have to match the numbers to these. Okay. So first, 6 is a diamond. 9, 2. No, 2 is... I'm gonna skip ahead to when I get it, okay? I'm not gonna make you, like, sit through this. Oh, I did it! I was one turn away. I was, like, staring at that thing for so long, like... And all I did was turn it once, and I completed it. That confused me a little bit, but I managed to do it. Inside is a sword broken in half, made from bone. Caden reaches out with shaking hands and picks up the pieces.
It's broken.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Caden. No, it's my own pride that led to this.
I don't understand.
I just don't understand how this could happen. The dragon swords are the most powerful artifacts my people have constructed. A simple banishing seal should not be able to shatter one like this.
let me take a look.
That is because this is no normal banishing seal. Anna's holding up what appears to be a map that was also locked away in the safe. A map of the mines.
What?
Please explain, Anne.
Fascinating.
Look at the way this ore is structured. This is way too perfect to be an organic occurrence. You say that people used places with natural ore for this kind of seal, yes?
Well...
Right.
So,
Well, what if it was the other way around? What if someone created the entire network of ore in the region and shaped it into this structure? By the 7.
actually,
If my theory is correct, then this town, the entire valley, is resting upon a giant alchemy locket. Oh.
I'm not so sure about this.
How can we ever hope to fix this? This is much, much bigger than any of us realize. It still doesn't change the fact that whatever we have found, it cannot possibly be allowed to roam free. What are you thinking, Anne? Is there a way to fix this?
seems logical.
I think so. I'll need to make some calculations. We should bring the map back with us.
Let's see.
So since no one seems to want to point out the obvious, isn't it rather suspicious that Goldner is in possession of such a map? You know, it is almost as if he knew all along that his business was destroying what I assume is the continent's largest demon prison.
Goldner will pay for this.
We'll deal with him and his involvement in this when we have successfully prevented the catastrophe.
Huh.
Very well, Madam Knight, if you say so.
Okay.
Taking the map seems like the best course of action. If he wants to make a fuss about these being missing, he'd have to explain just what these things are. He won't back himself into a corner like that. Now let's get out of here. As she speaks the words, you suddenly hear yelling outside, feet rushing down the hall.
Why, you?
Have I ever given you a voice? I feel like I have, but I don't remember. Thieves! What are you waiting for, you idiots? Break down the door. We're trapped. I don't know what to do.
This is it.
The bookshelf. We can escape through there. I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, you're so pretty. Let's get out of here, yes? Michael walks back over to the wall, holding up his hands as something begins to glow. A sigil of some sort.
That seems...
What is that? I think I've seen that symbol before.
Look.
It's an illusion. Hiding quite the little secret. Michael touches the symbol, and the entire wall gives way, opening up to reveal a stone staircase leading down. What in the world?
This is...
Why would there be something like that here? Someone crashes into the door, and the hinges creak ominously. Let's discuss that when we're not about to be found out, okay?
Fine.
I agree. Let's take this and go. There's a flash of lights, and you are all dragged forward into the bookcase. You all stumble down into the dark, dusty hallway, the secret door swinging shut behind you.
I don't understand.
Just what is this place?
Fascinating.
Seems like an escape tunnel. They are quite common in noble houses as a safety measure against a peasant revolt. But it only opened when Michael touched it. It looks like some kind of magic lock.
Enough of this.
We'll investigate this later. Victoria gives Michael a pointed look. But for now, we should just get out of here. Pick up what we came for.
Okay.
I agree. We've made enough noise for one night, I think. You can say that again. Let's go. The tunnel continues down and away. You hurry along, but hear no sign that Goldner and his men are following you. It appears you're safe, for now. The forest is pitch black, the crowns of the trees obscuring any light the moon might have provided. You step out of a doorway in a large oak tree, the magic door snapping shut behind you when Michael as the last one steps through.
That's a relief.
Finally, no more tunnels. Mime hugs the nearest tree in relief, but the rest of your group is less ecstatic. Caden in particular is staring at the broken remains of his sword with a faraway look in his eyes.
I'm sorry. I've led you on a fruitless chase. And for what?
Actually,
I wouldn't say that. Anne walks up to the Outlander and picks up the hilt of the sword from his hand to study it curiously. We did learn more about what we're dealing with. We might be able to salvage something from this situation yet.
How curious.
That's uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Anne. Are you sure you're not just saying that so you can tinker away at Caden's broken sword?
I can't believe this.
That's not... It's merely a professional curiosity and nothing else. Good grief.
Well...
We might not have gotten exactly the outcome we wanted, but we got out unscathed, and that's all that matters. Morgan is right. Even if it wasn't exactly a smooth heist, we just broke into a mansion together. I say we did pretty awesome, all things considered. Ugh. You return home. Good job, team. Chapter 3. A Secret of Blood. I've never heard how many chapters are in this.
I called you all here to talk about what I've discovered.
Hold that thought, Anne, until next time, because we're going to end today's video here. So yeah, that was interesting. I like the little heist segment. That was fun. I like this group and the dynamics. The way everyone interacts with each other. I don't know. We're all just a bunch of misfits, and I like that. But okay, so the whole town is on top of that, like, alchemy thing. And there's like a demon prison, and Goldner is like not even caring about the fact that the town is sitting on top of that and is like mining. That seems kind of bad. But I'm curious to see how this is all going to relate to what's going on as a whole, and also the stuff with like Ronan and the like demon he's possessed by. Like, there's got to be somehow connected to all this, right? And I don't know how yet. I'm very interested to learn more. The story is really interesting, and I really like all of these characters so much. They're all just so fun, and I just love interacting with them. So every time I end a video, I'm like, oh, I want more. But alas, I must wait. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!